Welcome back, Indie Game Fanatics, to another video. This one's going to be a little bit different. So, lately I've been doing the first look videos. Every Sunday we drop a video where it's the first look I've taken at a new indie game, typically early access or demo versions of the game, to see what my initial impressions are. This one is not going to be the first look. It's going to actually be the second look at a game. But what we're doing in this new series is I am going to be going back to games that I have previously played, where in this instance the dev asked me to check out the game, give them feedback on it, and look into it. Now, it's been at least 6 months since I've looked at Upheaval, I believe, roughly. And early on it was pretty rough, but really good concept for a text-based adventure game. And I know that the developer's been working very hard on it. There's a lot of new art assets and a lot of other stuff. And so we're going to be taking a dive back into it to, again, provide feedback to the developer, but also to show you guys what this game has to offer. We're going to be looking at all aspects of the game and discussing it. The first thing that I noticed immediately upon opening the demo of the game is that there seems to be an issue with the audio, where if it's too high, the music within the game actually becomes staticky. I tried to isolate it to make sure that it's not my headphones there having an issue with the audio. I want you guys to hear this because I believe it will come through in the video. I'll find out later, of course, when I'm editing this, but this is the first thing that I've noticed. So when I turn it up and the music's loud, we'll let it get back up again. In the meantime, there we go. Come back up. You hear that static noise, right? But if the music's quiet enough, there's no static noise. So it's something to do with the volume level that's creating static within the game's audio itself, which is very interesting because I've never come across this issue before. I'm hoping that if the dev can adjust the audio volume's total volume, that we can work around that issue. Just to prove that it's not just me having audio issues, I'll play some other music at loud volume. So as you can see, it's not an issue with my headphones. There was no static from that much louder music. But when I turn up the music inside the game, you get static. So hopefully that can be fixed, guys. Master the secrets of a changing fantasy world in Upheaval. Text-based open-world roguelike adventure. Explore the wilds around your remote village as you track down magic treasures, aid or disrupt factions, and match wits with an enigmatic magician. Be ready, Upheaval is coming. You've got the developer and publisher, both the same person. Alex, he's an indie dev, solo developer, and he's been working on this game for a while now, and it's starting to come along really well. You can also wishlist the game on Steam, so I highly recommend going ahead and doing that, so that way you're made aware of when the game is released. And so yeah, let's jump right into it. I gotta adjust that music, though. Static music's killing me. Look at that. No static now. Alright, anyways, we're going to start a new adventure. I don't want to continue from where I previously was on the last playthrough. It's been a while. I want to start fresh. Alright, so welcome to Upheaval. In this demo, each adventure will end after 15 in-game days. The full game, each adventure will last at least 30 days, maybe more. New content to the demo as I continue to develop the full game. Play the demo multiple times to discover secrets you can use in the finished game. If you enjoy this demo, wishlist Upheaval on Steam to get the finished game when it comes out. Thanks for your support, Alex. Definitely, guys, don't forget to go wishlist this on Steam. Help Alex out, and also get yourself a really good game. So, Irontown. You live in Irontown. The town is awake. have a pack on your back and you're ready for adventure. You can check your pack and character using the character button on the right. What are you here to do? So, want to see our character. Goals unknown, status is none. Inventory, we've got a travel kit for 5 days, food and supplies to survive in the wild. We've got some loose change, just enough to buy a few beers if you want. So, we're going to intentionally do this a couple of times for the 15 days. Just that way we can try and experience the different parts of the game, since there is limited amount of time. It is a roguelike, so the idea is that you play through it more than once in order to progress. So my job here is going to be... Alright, we take down the bad guys. We'll work our way through each of these 4, I believe. Great, you're here to take down the bad guys. Who knows what you'll find? Your adventure will be automatically saved after every choice you make. You got autosave on choice. You've got the global map here, which is actually higher res than it used to be, with a bit more detail to it, which is really nice. As far as I can tell, there's no major additions to the map. I like that it's got the star showing your current location, and yeah. You're at home in Irontown. It's morning. A new day has begun. Everyone knows that. In 30 days, the magician will arrive. Well, unfortunately, you won't get to play till 30 days. What will you do until then? Tavern Keeper says, if you go outside of town, whatever you're looking for, remember to watch out for bandits. If you ever want to help or advice, stop by the tavern anytime, day or night. I'll be there. Then he goes inside the Lonely Crab Tavern. A woman runs up to you. Hey, you're looking to take down some bad guys, right? The woman says. Kind of weird. I saw something out in the Silver Mountains that might help you. You should go take a look. You say, tell me more. Okay, so she begins. I was out wandering around in the Silver Mountains last year when I saw this old dead tree. Really craggy-like. It was somewhere in the Silver Mountains near the overlook at the top. When I got closer, it started to give me this real bad feeling. I was thinking, maybe there's something awful trapped inside. Maybe you could probably use whatever's inside that tree against your bad guys. Get what I'm saying? You can look at your map using the map button to the right. So what she's saying is it's like over here. So that's the overlook in the Silver Mountains. That's this range here. And there's the mine, and then the outlook over here. You're welcome, she says. Remember, it was in the Silver Mountains near the overlook at the top. Write it down in your journal so you don't forget. Let me know what you find out there whenever you get back to town. You can add an entry to your journal using the quill button at the top right of this parchment. Read your journal using the book button right. What? You can add an entry to your journal. This quill button. Okay. And then you can read your entries over there. You can use the left arrow button at the bottom of the screen to revisit past encounters. You can add past encounters to your journal as well. Add. And then when you open it up. So basically it's like a screen save almost. It just saves the whatever message was on the screen here. Okay. Let me see here. Sorry, 1 second. I got a message. On to. Internet could be acting up. Okay, nothing else new. Alright, so Irontown. You're in the town square in Irontown. Barton Manor lies at the edge of town. The day is just beginning. How to play. Pick an action to do it. Actions with a number take after them take that many periods of time. Other actions take no time. So what you need to know is that a day is made up of 6 periods of time. And, yeah, and there's 15 days in total. Yeah, see, He's got a really good tutorial here. You can read more about how to play at any time using the How to Play option in the menu in the corner. Menus here. You can fill out a feedback survey, start a new adventure, how to play, settings, exit. Yeah. Got all here. So leave town, rest and restock at home, visit Barton Manor, visit the tavern, ask around, or leave town. We're gonna go look for that tree. Why not? Go west to the Silver Mountains. Bottom of the mountain pass that continues up into the Silver Mountains. Below is Iron Town. Iron Town looks so small down below. We're gonna go up through the pass. Middle of the mountain pass. The mountain pass continues up into the Silver Mountains. Far below it is Iron Town. An old mining road breaks off from here on the south side of the pass. The thin mountain air feels clean in your lungs. Suddenly, 6 bandits stand up along either side of the pass, quickly surrounding you. They carry knives. Here says, hand over all your valuables. What do you do? Well, I bet that woman ran me straight into these bandits. I'm curious, okay, so you can fully enjoy all the background art. He's got a way to hide the UI. That's a nice touch, that's new. I don't really have anything on me. I just started. So you know what? We're gonna try and attack the bandits. Why not? If I die, we just quickly run it back. Attack goes poorly, you attack and disarm the first bandit, their knife flying far away, but then the rest of the bandits close in. They beat you, take everything you have, and leave you wounded and unconscious. Your stuff will end up in their hideout, your food and supplies are gone, and you lose your loose change. Head aching and sore everywhere. As you open your eyes, you see a woman tending your wounds. The woman tending your wounds is wearing dirty traveling clothes. She's a ranger. Beside her hunting bow, she doesn't seem to be armed, but she's got space under her ragged old cloak to hide all manner of things, so who really knows? I've seen you around, the ranger says, but I never thought you'd get into a scrap like this. Looks like those bandits got you good. Listen, if you don't have a weapon of some kind, you should really just avoid those bandits. That's what I do anyway. Well, that should do it, the ranger says. Be more careful next time. She heads out into the Silver Mountains, heading down the mining road. You're close to the stars, this high up. You see the ranger walking further down the mountain road. So, I'm gonna go up through the pass. Top of the mountain pass. That continues down through the Silver Mountains. To the north, a narrow trail curves around the mountain face. Sun is bright, but the air is cold. You're getting tired. You should sleep soon. Big camp. I'll stream for water, but with no food or supplies, you get very little sleep. That's fine. Search this area. After searching along the pass for a while, you find nothing of interest. If something is hidden here, you'll find it eventually if you keep searching. But if nothing's hidden here, you won't find anything, no matter how much you search. So how certain are you that this is where you're looking? You've searched the same area. I'm gonna follow the trail north. Time to sleep. During the night, you have some strange dreams. A picnic atop a soft green hill, the sun shining overhead. When you wake up, you're not where you were before. You're in a wide flat overlook high up in the mountains. You can see for miles from up here. A trail hugs the mountain face to the south. Iron Town looks so small down below. A small pile of stones marks the way. A flat cliff face is behind you. On it is a silver engraving of a person. The closer you look at the engraving, the more it seems to change and shift slightly, although the silver engraving itself never moves. Actually, the longer you look at it, the more the likeness on the cliff face looks exactly like you, to your eyes at least. Try to strike the same pose as the silver engraving. The harder you try, the more it appears to shift before your eyes. While the lines never move, it's as though the engraving is confounding your efforts to imitate it. Out to the north road winds away, far off into the distance. You know that somewhere beyond the horizon, far to the north, stands the city. You know that the magician will come by the north road when they come. The sun is rising behind the clouds. The sky is nearly every color of the rainbow. Looking out over Irontown and the area around it, you can see many things. You see someone moving about in the trees at the end of the gully, the whispering forest. You see tiny bright lights flicker among the trees just outside the front entrance, the goblin cave in the whispering forest. You see an iron town far below you. You can't hear the sounds of the village's day starting up from here. Alright, I'm not seeing a tree. Start heading home. Uh-oh. Alright, everyone should be in bed. You're exhausted. Everything takes longer. Someone approached you. Hey, did you ever get out of the old tree I told you about in Silver Mines near the overlook at the top? Did you ever get out to that old tree? I never found anything. Let me know when you get there. Write it down in the Silver Mountains near the overlook at the top. Then you're alone in the town square. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother saving that. Rest and restock. Alright, let's try again. There we go. Found the ancient oak tree, knotty and twisted. One of its knots has a dark hole in it, big enough for a hand to reach inside. Get inside the hole. Inside the hole you find an old letter on charred parchment. The seal is broken. It seems the letter has a curse on it. Perhaps the tree is helping to contain it? The letter reads, Felicity, I'm being called to fight again. I dare not tell them where I got my sword. If I did, you and Mother would never be safe again. If I come back dead, please bury me with my sword in the grasslands, just outside the town. Then burn this letter. I know I can count on you to do this. All my love to everyone, Joan. Put the letter back in the tree. You know, steep gashes in the tree's bark. In the grasslands just outside of town, there should be somebody buried there. The sword. During the night, you have some strange dreams, lost in dark quarters, uncertainty around every corner. When you wake up, you're not where you were before. Alright, so we're gonna head back down. Just and restock. Leave town, go south into the grasslands, and search the area. Search the area. Search the area. Search the area. Hey, camp. Search the area. Search the area. Alright, so it wasn't straight just outside. Go south on the road maybe a bit more. Let's look at the map. They said in the grasslands, so maybe it's to the east of here? Go south a little bit. To the area. Alright, nothing here. Let's go east into the tall grass. Well, you find the bandits' hideout well concealed with most of their stolen goods in it. Ooh. Let's loot the bandit camp. Hey, we gained a long knife. Why am I exhausted? Say I rested just the other day. Alright, where are we now? We really are just in the grassland, huh? Reach your arm into the prairie dog hole. Suddenly you feel yourself being pulled inside. Everything goes black. You feel yourself being squeezed, pushed, pulled. And then with a thump, you fall onto your back somewhere and lose consciousness. You wake up a while later, head throbbing. You're not where you were before. You're atop bluffs overlooking a wide, deep river flowing down from the Silver Mountains. You cannot cross it. Low, rolling hills stretch to the north and east. To the east, a tower rises above them. There's no protection from the weather here. The prairie dog hole is here, but no prairie dog. Wait, what? We just went from over here all the way over here for a prairie dog hole. Like teleportation. Can we go back? Yep, we went back. That's cool. So there's like a portal here. Let's see if we can go north in fields. Field east of burial mounds. Stand out of the tall grass into the field. Sleep soon. Dark shadow approaches through the mist. It's a wraith, an undead spirit that wanders among the living. You feel the evil of its presence in your bone. You're rooted to the spot when it comes nearer. What do? Quiver in your boots. Stay silent or shout at it. Stay silent. You hold your tongue and watch the wraith. The wraith hisses and points his weathered arm at you. You feel a curse seep into your bones, breaking you apart. A piece of your soul is being ripped away. You feel it leaving your body. Your soul is no longer whole. Faint. You sleep for a while. When you wake, the night is gone. The wraith is nowhere to be seen. You feel the missing piece of your soul calling you. Now it's to the south? Interesting. To the fen. You're in the north end of the Forgotten Fen. Outside the fen north is tall grass. The soles of your feet are constantly wet. You're getting tired. You should sleep soon. Feel your soul calling you from the south. There's south, west, and southeast. There's no just south. Go southeast. You're on the east end of the Forgotten Fen. Okay. The north is tall grass. To the south and east, a wide, deep river bars your path. You cannot cross it. Dragonfly zips past you. You're getting tired. You should sleep soon. Feel your soul calling to you from the west. Okay, so it's the west. Yeah, what? Now my soul's calling me from the north. Now let's make camp. And then I guess head northwest. From the east, go northeast. South, go southeast. The west, go southwest. From the north, go west. From the east. Alright. Alright, game. So, this is a bit of a problem. The wraith comes and takes a part of your soul, and it tells you that you can feel your soul calling you from a direction. The problem is there's no physical way to get to where the soul is calling you from, apparently. Assuming this is something that's going to be continued on in the main game, but in the demo it looks like this is not something that can be completed at this time in regards to the faith in your soul. Plus I just need to like search this area, but I would assume I'd have to find the area where my soul is calling me from first before searching. What do I know? Alright, so it's the final day. I don't think we're gonna make it anywhere at this point. Let's go northeast. North into the tall grass again. North. And that's it. The jolt, you suddenly feel the missing piece of your soul re-enter your body. It burns deeply as it reconnects with the rest of your soul. Pain is almost unbearable, you faint. When you wake, you feel whole again. Round. Hi, this is Alex, the developer of Upheaval. Thank you for playing my demo. The full game you'll be able to play through the rest of the 30 days and meet the magician at the end. I'll keep adding new content as this demo is developed. Yeah, so that's the same message. Check back in a few months to try out more new content for free. So yeah, he will be continuing to update this demo. Suddenly you feel yourself being pulled, twisted, pushing, zooming through the worlds and past stars. You're spit out into what looks like the inside of a large tent. Inexplicable figure is here with you. It looks surprised as you materialize. It's impossible to get a good idea of what the figure looks like, even if you examine them closely. They look young and ancient, stern and playful, engaged and aloof, all at the same time. They're the magician. The magician confronts you. You. What are you doing here so early? They take their time to examine you from all sides. I expected to meet you in Irontown, but I'm not scheduled to arrive there for another 15 days. The spell that brought you here. It's very powerful. I wonder, did you expect this to happen just now? Or did you think your journey was over already? Now, what have you been up to in Irontown, Ah, those Silver Mountains, home of strange dreams and nameless horrors. Did you find whatever you were looking for up there? Or do you just like to waste time climbing on things? I see you found little value this time. At least you'll always have your precious travel kit, right? You have that little knife. I suppose it must be quite threatening to someone. Not to me, of course. Perhaps not to you either. And those bandits. What on earth were you thinking? 6 of them against only one of you? So I like it because this meeting with the magician actually takes into account whatever you ended up doing within those time period and reacts to that. Perhaps you thought they didn't really know how to fight. Or perhaps you weren't thinking at all. Probably that one. Thanks. What a disappointment. I thought by now you would have done something about the bandits. If they're still there when I arrive, I may be forced to take more drastic measures. Well, the magician breathes. I'll have to send you back to the area by the burial mounds, of course. Can't be here. So much to do before I arrive. I believe we may see each other when I finally arrive in Irontown and so on, but I wonder. Magician stares deep into your soul. What do you intend to do with me once I arrive? Join you, fight you, ignore you? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Not sure, the magician says with disinterest. Well, you have 15 days to decide, I suppose. Of course, you'll have to choose one eventually. Even ignoring me would be a wise choice, but take your time, there's no rush. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not so sure that we will see each other in Irontown. Something tells me that when I arrive in Irontown, you'll be long gone, exploring some other town, perhaps. Oh well, I'll have to content myself with this little chat of ours, I suppose. Alright, the magician says, back you go. And with a poof, you're back in the area by the burial mounds. Upheaval changes every time you play it. Play the demo again to explore new areas, go on new adventures, and discover all the world's secrets before the time is up. Play again. All things flow, nothing stays the same. It is true. Alright, so this time our goal is going to be staying out of sight. Here to stay out of sight. Who knows what you'll find. Your adventures will be automatically saved after every choice you make. We're at home in Swallowdale, at Irontown. It's morning, a new day has begun. Everyone knows that the magician arrives in 30 days. But hey, you're looking to stay out of sight, right? The man says, my friend found something out in the dark forest that might help you. If you can get out there safely, you could take a look. What do you say? Tell me more. My friend was out in the dark forest last year when she says she saw an old dead tree. It was somewhere at the end of the gully in the dark forest. So what we're looking for is the end of the gully. So like up here in this top right corner. I would assume that's what they're discussing. But she didn't get any closer because she says that old trees can be cursed. And I was thinking if the old tree kept my friend from looking too closely, maybe it would do the same to other people. And you could stay out of sight that way. Get what I'm saying? You can look at your map using the map button on the right. Thank him. Remember, it was at the end of the gully in the dark forest. Write down your journal so you don't forget. And let me know when you find out whenever you get back to town. You can add an entry to your journal by using the quill button. Yes. Alright. You're in town in Swallowdale. Whitwell Manor lies in the edge of town. People are starting to go about their work. You're going to leave town. And go ahead to the dark forest. At the start of a gully on the north edge of the forest, the gully continues eastward along the forest edge. The west is Swallowdale. The sun is climbing in the sky. A woman is walking here, looking for something. When she gets closer, you see that the woman is looking for something is a ranger. She's wearing dirty traveling clothes. Beside her is a hunting bow. She doesn't seem to be armed, besides the hunting bow. She's got space under her ragged old cloak to hide all manner of things, so who really knows? This is the ranger we met in our previous run. When the ranger sees you, she sets off heading southeast. We're gonna go through the gully to the east. The middle of the gully, on the north edge of the forest, the gully continues along the forest edge, eastward and westward. Clouds roll lazily by overhead. There's an imp here dancing around, singing to herself. She looks at you and runs up to you eagerly. Hey, hey, will you play with me? Come on and play with me. Play with her. I'm going to ignore the imp. It's lonely, okay. With a quizzical look, she slips off to play somewhere else. Eastward through the gully. The end of the gully on the north edge of the forest. Westward, the gully continues along the forest edge. The east is goblin territory. Only a fool would go there. Clouds roll lazily by overhead. There are wild berries growing on bushes here. Suddenly, 6 bandits stand up. Oh my god, bandits again. I feel like every direction I go, I run into the bandits. Just run away. As you sprint, you can hear angry shouting and pounding feet behind you. You run for a long time, trying to outpace them. Finally, you can no longer hear them. You stop to catch your breath. You're not where you were before. Deep in the dark forest, it's hard to find your way. Small animals rustle in the branches. The moon shines brightly above you. Fireflies fly around you like little lanterns. It's nighttime. Time to sleep. You can catch the fireflies first. Fireflies in a jar. So beautiful. See the ranger arriving from the east. The ranger looks up at you. Get close to each other. What do you do? Greet the ranger with eye contact. Tell her where the berry bushes were. There are berry bushes at the end of the gully in the dark forest. Oh, she raises her eyebrows at you. Thanks for the tip. Good luck, she says. She sets off heading to the northeast. I'm gonna follow her. You can swear you see faces behind the trees start shining brightly tonight. It's nighttime, time to sleep. I gotta follow the ranger first. Birds sing in the trees. The ranger is here getting her bearings. There are wild berries growing on bushes here. You're exhausted. Everything takes longer. Walking quickly away from the area. I wouldn't stick around here if I were you. Ranger says with a knowing look behind her, heading southwest. I'm going to continue on my way. So I need to get sleep. Nope, okay. Run away again. Too tired, bandits surround me. Saw an imp dancing at the start of the gully in the dark forest. If you're interested, she says. Alright, we need to go back to the city. Got no supplies. Play with the imp. There we go, we caught the imp. You spend a long time running after. Eventually you corner and catch the imp. Aw, come on, congratulations, she cries with a huge smile. Then in a flash, everything around you vanishes into thin air and you're magically transported. You look around, you wonder why the imp teleported you here of all places. Wait, did she just... Oh my god, she teleported me back there. Hit camp. Head back to the west. Frickin' bandage. Oh my god, I ran into them again. Wait, did we even talk to the old tree? Or look at it? I don't think I even looked at the old tree yet, because I kept running into the bandits, right? No, not yet. Alright, leave town. We'll go back. Go back. Oh, wait. Crap. Leave town. Dark Forest. Make camp. Through the gully. Through the gully. Search this area. Find a black stone obelisk as big as you are. Faint hum rings through your head. Touch the obelisk. Your head rings as you touch the obelisk. Images flood in your mind and send you reeling. You see a place at the start of the gully in the dark forest, a wooden box, powerful knowledge concealing, lightning in your blood. Then the visions fade to nothing and you are collapsed. Darkness takes you. You wake up a little while later, head throbbing. The place in the vision still fixed in your mind. So it's at the start of the gully in the dark forest, a wooden box, powerful knowledge concealed. Okay. Let's go ahead and make camp. Search the area. There's ancient oak tree. After searching along the gully for a while, you find the tree. The hole in the tree. Find an old letter with yellowed parchment. The seal is intact. It seems the letter has a curse on it. Perhaps the tree is helping to contain it. You open the letter. It reads, "My dearest Samantha, I no longer keep the ring you gave me. Now that I have been discovered, I'm sorry I've hidden the ring in the Copper Mountains near the trail that goes to the Overlook, the place we first kissed. For you to retrieve when you find this letter. When you read this, I hope you think of us. The time we spent together, sincerely, Rupert." The letter back in the tree, you notice the letters S+R carved into the tree's bark. So that's on the trail heading to the Overlook. You can find the ring. Interesting. We're going to want to go west through the gully to the beginning. and then search this area. We'll make camp first. There's the mysterious box. After searching along the gully for a while, you find a parcel in a hidden cache wrapped in layers upon layers of thick cloth. Unwrapping the parcel, at the center you find a hardwood box, locked with an ornate lock. 3 mysterious symbols have been carved into the top of the box. You have no idea what the symbols mean. Maybe someone back in the town will know what to do with it. We're gonna go back to town. Ask around. Ask about my mysterious box. One man tells you, looks like it's locked. Maybe you could open it with the right key. I read a story once about a woman who had a magic key. She lived somewhere out in the Highlands. In the story, she's turned to stone, and the key is lost. Actually, I think the story took place somewhere by the Old South Road, where it passes the lake. So it's probably over here. We got a couple of different things we can look into this time. Let's rest and restock. Leave town, and we're gonna head south into the Highlands. Highlands Old Road. An old broken road that winds south to the north is the town. A mysterious feeling deep in your bones calls you to the east. A rabbit runs off the road and hides in the grass. So I think I gotta go one more south. Let's search the area. After searching along the side of the road for a while, you find a small stone statue, just barely hidden by the terrain. It depicts a woman clutching a white key to her chest. Try to take the key from the statue. Gain skeleton key. You take the key from the statue's hand. The key is old and made of bone. You know this key from stories. It was made with magic and can open any lock, a powerful tool. So we're going to try and unlock the box. Skeleton key to unlock the box clicks open. In Book of Spells. As soon as you open the box, as the box opens, it dissolves into nothing, leaving its contents behind. In your hands, an old leather-bound book with the same symbols written on its pages. Looks like it contains magic spells. You automatically study this book every time you rest or make camp with food. Who knows how many spells are written in here? That's really cool. So the other thing I could do is look for the ring that's supposed to be somewhere around here. Okay, go north. Go into town, rest and restock. Back food and supplies. Before you rest, you study your book of spells. You understand more of its secrets now. Hearing an earthly cry echo across the town. It seems like it's coming from the burial mound south of town. Interesting. We're gonna leave town and we're gonna go west into the Copper Mountains. Oh, here comes the bandits. Ha! You again? Alright, you know the deal. Hand over all your valuables. Run away. Alright, so we managed to run past them. We're gonna go up through the pass. We're gonna start searching here. Find something interesting this time. If something is... You find nothing interesting this time. Make camp. I've learned the spell of sleep. I don't know what that means. No, the sleep spell, though. Search the area. Area. Alright, so I've searched pretty much everywhere I can. Follow the trail north. Hit camp. Nothing here. Let's go north. Discover extremely thin copper lines in the cliff face. Tried that before. Cast sleep. Cast a sleep spell on yourself. You fall into a deep sleep where you are. Your sleep is dark and dreamless. After a while, you wake up. That's pretty funny. I just put myself to sleep. I really wanted to find the ring, but it looks like I'm not going to be lucky like that. I learned disenchantment. Cast a spell on myself. With the engraving. Match the pose. Disenchantment. There's no effect. Alright, we'll make camp. Alright, we have to head back down the trail, I guess. Learn the enchantment spell. Okay. Oh, here's the bandits again. Cast a spell. Let's cast sleep on the bandits. No, their leader says, "What are you?" Six bandits lie sleeping at your feet. Take the bandits' food and supplies, or take their knife. We'll take their supplies. And we'll take their knife. And then we'll just kill them all. There we go. Killed the bandits. We put them to sleep, we stole all their shit, and we killed them. Oh, that feels good. Alright, search this area. Still no luck finding the ring, unfortunately. Looks like this all that's gonna be here. Because we've searched all along this roadway here. With no luck. I'm just gonna enchant myself. Feel better about your life in the world and less afraid. Because I'm enchanted. We'll search the area one more time, I guess. We'll make a camp. Make a camp and sleep on the rocky grounds. 1 day of food and supplies has been used up. Before you rest, your sturdy book. Spells on its page. You don't find any new spells. That's it. During the night, you have some strange dreams when you wake up. Alright, what does the magician say this time? You're back. It seems you have a bad habit of following me. How is the Copper Mountains this time? I shall have to make a point to visit, although I have to say they all seem the same after a while. What have you been up to this time? Ah, the dark forest. Easy to get lost in there. It looks like it's exactly what you did. Why you would choose to be trapped in those woods for so many days at a time is beyond me. I mean, I caught the imp. They teleported me back to the old tree. I got the note. I got a spell book. I learned magic. I used the magic to put the bandits to sleep and then murder them. So you found an old spell book. Who must have written that, I wonder? You have that little knife. I suppose it must be quite threatening to someone, not to me. And those bandits killed in their sleep. How barbaric. I almost couldn't bear to watch. Thank goodness they're gone. They could have done some serious damage to me and my magic once I arrive. Thank you for doing away with them. Well, the magician agrees. I have to send you back to the Copper Mountains. Of course, you can't be here. I would join them. You would? lights up. And what do you think we would do together? You and I exchange secrets, travel the world. Do you really mean it, or are you just saying this to get my attention? Magician smiles, impenetrable. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not so sure that we will see each other again. Probably be exploring some other town, perhaps. Oh well. I'll content myself with this little chat of ours, I suppose. Back you go. With a poof, you're back. So what's interesting is he's got a rotating name of pool of name for the towns. So that way, yes, when the magician sends you back, you're in a different town most of the time. Although it looks like we got Swallowdale this time for the second time in a row. So this time, so we did take down the bad guys. We did stay out of sight. So this time we will just do learn magic spells, even though I don't really... Because I did that last time too. I kind of accomplished learn magic spells. Not really the stay out of sight though. Which I think was what I was supposed to be doing. Instead, I just learned magic. I'm gonna try with free the captives. I believe the captives are being held captive by the goblins. So let's go check that out. See if I can't get a weapon and fight some goblins, shall we? Wait, no, that's not what I meant to do. Ah, I picked the wrong one. So you're going to learn magic. I saw something out in the Silver Mountains that might help you. You should go take a look. What do you say? Tell me more. I was exploring the Silver Mountains last year when I saw an old dead tree. It was somewhere in the Silver Mountains near the overlook at the top. Got me thinking, old dead trees like that were used as containers for magician spells and curses. That old tree has some latent magical powers in it. What I'm saying, you can look at the map using the map button and cure. Alright, so we've done that before. I really want to figure out where the sword is that's buried with that one guy. It's supposed to be just south of town. Grassland. Oh, there goes a piece of my soul. I don't want to be in the forest. I want to be in the prairies. Looks like I could play in the creek. Let's go east. A jolt, you suddenly feel the missing piece of your soul re-enter your body. It burns deeply as it reconnects with the rest of your soul. Okay. That was random. I know this isn't exciting, guys, but I'm trying to figure out where locate the sword. I get the feeling that it might actually just be in the burial mounds. I don't like that while you're in the fields, you can't see exactly which of the positions you're in. Makes it hard for figuring out quite where you are, but I guess it kind of makes sense because the idea is that you're in tall grass, so you can't really see where you are exactly. I can see them down here by the lake. I'm just going back to town. No, not yet. Yeah, I'm not sure where you find that one guy's body. You can find the statue with the key easy enough. Take key from the statue. I don't really need to do that. Okay, so you can get rations from the tower. Interesting. Horde of undead warriors covers this area. Feeding your safe passage. They can sense you when you're too close. What do you do? Avoid them at all costs or skirt carefully around them. Takes time, but it's worth it to maintain control of your situation. You can keep clear of the undead warriors for anything you want to do in this area as long as you're here. Oh, we found the bandits' hideout. Loot it. Hey, camp. We either want to go south, follow the river, or go north into the hills some more. Go north into the hills. Oh, we got another prairie dog hole. I want to reach inside and see where it leads to. Let's find out. That one leads back into the fields as well. Oh, the undead warriors are here? They approach you, move away. Eventually you realize you're moving away from them instead of moving toward anything in particular. You're not where you were before. Okay, I'm in the burial area. Inside. You have 6 to enter. We're gonna enter the 6th one first. For over 100 years, it's so dark in here, you're getting tired. Hey, camp. Wow, you discover a story etched on the wall in strange symbols. It's obvious you've searched here before. Phrase etched on the wall. Read the story. The story is written in strange symbols. As you read, you know what it says without knowing what the symbols mean. Once there was a person who mastered all the magical arts. There were no magic they could not perform. After a time, they could even change their shape and being, so that they could become other people and creatures. This gift astounded some people, inspired some, and terrified some. Magic could change who they were, while keeping who they were the same. After reading the story, you know what one of the symbols means. It's a verb of being. It means is or are. Interesting. Let's look inside another one. We're gonna go to the 5th one. Search this mound. Story etched on the walls. Read the story. Once the area around Swallowdale was full of magic, conflict and strife everywhere. Whatever one person did with magic was undone by another. Magic was used to oppress and enslave just as often it was used to free and protect. War was brewing, and magic was right at the center of it all. The fate of Swallowdale was unclear. After reading the story, you know what one of the symbols means. It means hard or harsh or difficult. Yeah, I like this because it's like you're learning as you're reading these stories. I'll search this mound. This one didn't have anything. So, 3rd one. Once the air around them was full of magic, magic's wonderful power, and everyone had the power to make their own destiny. With magic, no one was tied the way things were. Anyone could make the life they wanted to live. Trees grew greener, colors were brighter, and life was more magical in every way. We learned the symbols meaning beautiful or perhaps beautiful things. I think we're on the 2nd one, right? Yeah. Interesting. This is the Wraith's home. There's nothing inside the hidden panel. To the 1st one, search the mound, you gain map of the area. There are labeled marks moving around on it that look like they're the names of people. It seems to have some magic in it. How do I use the map? It doesn't really matter. The end of this run. Alright, so we're here with the Free the Captives one. Hey, you're looking to free some captives, right? The woman says. I read about something up in the Iron Mountains that might help you. You should go take a look. Tell me more. Old book my grandfather left me, and it mentioned a stone statue out in the Iron Mountains. But the statue was near the entrance to the Iron Mountain mines. The statue used to be a real person, and apparently he had discovered the secret to free him itself. Then a goblin turned him into stone. Maybe he still has the secret on him. Get what I'm saying? You can look at your map. Thank him. Alright, so near the mine entrance, there's supposed to be a stone statue. So let's head up into the Iron Mountains. I want to follow the trail north or go down through the pass. We gotta go along the mining road. There we go. Make a camp. So we are here near the mine entrance now. At the mines for a while, you find a little hideaway dug out under a flat rock. There's just enough room there to sit in it. Just tall enough to sit in it. Crawl into the hideaway and sit. You're inside the little hideaway, dirt floor and stone ceiling. It's warm under there. There's a small wooden box hidden away in the corner. Feel a sense of longing here. Gain the magic ring. Okay, so that's the magic ring. Okay, so I'm now invisible. Alright, after searching the entrance to the mines for a while, you find a small stone statue just barely hidden by the train. Depicts a man clutching a white key to his chest. Take the key from the statue, you gain the skeleton key. We're gonna make camp. We're gonna head back to town now. Visible, so everyone ignores you. People are coming in and out of the tavern. Take off the ring. I'm curious, if I put on the magic ring, go to the manor. In front of the manor, the biggest house in all of town. You've heard it has a beautiful garden out back, but you can't see it from here. Knock on the door. Okay. Back to the town square, we're gonna wait. Rest and restock. Back to the manor. Knock on the door. Man opens the door. He looks around briefly, disorientingly, before seeing nobody. He closes it again. Take off the ring. Knock on the door. Knock whoever owns this place. Listens to the lady. Matters to attend to. Mostly concerning my son, I'll leave you to browse the archives at your leisure. Bust the frame mementos, return to the main part of the house, put on the ring. Put on the ring again. After searching up and down the hall for a while, you find a loose panel on the wall near the end of the hall. When you remove it, see a dark secret room on the other side of the wall. You crawl through the opening. You're in a secret room in the Longbourn Manor. Covered paintings are leaned against the walls, and old crates are stuffed into corners. There are 2 chairs and a pile of old blankets and pillows in the corner. Like someone's lived here before. Old bits of rag cling to your feet. You're invisible with it on. After searching through the paintings and crates for a while, you uncover a very old painting of a man standing near the entrance to the old mines. You can't tell if he's happy or sad. It looks like he's hiding something in his hand. That's where you get the skeleton key. You heard the door of the archives into the hall open and close. Someone must be checking on the archives. You hear them leave again. Sleep in the blankets. You curl up in a pile of blankets. One day food and supplies. You're chittering in the walls. There's a painting of a man uncovered, invisible while the ring is on. Okay, so nothing here. Turn to the archives. Into the main part of the house. Outside, the front door. Go ahead and leave. Actually, wait. Rest and restock. Leave town. We're gonna head east into the forest. Deep in the forest, hard to find your way. You could swear you see face behind trees. Woman is here setting up camp. She's laying some of her clothes out to dry. You're invisible with the ring on. When she gets closer, you see that the woman setting up camp is a ranger. She's wearing dirty traveling clothes, so who really knows? Yeah, we've read the description of her before. We're gonna make camp ourselves. Explore the forest. At the entrance to the cave, stones covered in moss. Clouds roll lazily by overhead, firefly flies all around you. You're visible with the ring on. Catch the firefly, shall we? See 2 goblin guards arriving from inside the cave. A lot of options now. Approach the goblins. You are invisible. What do you do to the 2 goblins guards with spears? Attack them. We save here? No, it just auto-saves on choices. Attack. Invisible, you knock out 1 goblin before the other one reacts, scampering inside the goblin's cave like a bolt of lightning. Sound the alarm. Into the cave. Woman is locked inside one of the cells. She's humming softly to herself. Woman in the cell looks bedraggled, like she's been imprisoned here for a while. Her clothes are dirty and torn, her face is sunken and hollow, and her eyes are utterly forlorn. This is a broken woman. Unlock the woman's cell with the skeleton key. Surprised to see her cell door open on its own, the woman steps out her cell and looks around furtively. Then she slips out of the cave and makes her way into the misty forest. There are many goblin footsteps deeper in. You can't tell exactly how many. Let's head east. We're into the cave. Now, what's cool is the cave does actually have its own map as well. We've entered the cave. Here's the 6 cells. Then we can go deeper in. Leaving, heading west. A torchlit cave corridor. Corridor winds to both east and west. A wooden door is built into the north wall. Tapestry covers the south wall. Depicts an enormous goblin king leading his armies into battle, carried on in a litter. The uneven ground and shifting shadows confound you at every step. There are many goblin footsteps to the west. It's hard to tell whether they're coming towards you or away from you. We did just see the guards out. What does this say? Okay. It's just a switch between the 2 types of maps. Hide behind the tapestry. Through the door. Corridor. Through the corridor. Approach the goblins. Take off the magic ring. Release the fireflies. We're gonna go ahead and fight the goblins. Why not? Invisible. Oh, suddenly at least a dozen of them. They're everywhere searching for whoever's responsible for the alarm sounding. Finally, one of them bumps into you. Hey, it yells. I got him. It's invisible. Every goblin piles on to restrain the invisible intruder. You can't figure out who or what you are, but they know for sure that you're trespassing. Altogether, they drag you to the dungeons, throw you into a cell, and quickly close the door. Wherever you are, you must be inside the cell, which you are. Hate the invisible intruders. We'll figure out how to deal with it later. At least it's in the right place now. Let's go ahead and sleep for now. Search your cell, release the fireflies here, take off the magic ring, sleep. Alright. Open the cell door and leave. So we're back here. Let's head east. We'll keep going in deeper. Where's locked, but your skeleton key opens it up. Hey, that door opened on its own. Do you think it's an invisible intruder? Better sound the alarm. You're in a goblin storeroom in a cave. Old crates are stacked everywhere. There's a wooden table in the middle of the room. You hear a beetle scuttling in here. Now in a storeroom. I gain goblin food. It looks and smells gross. You're in the midst of a winding network of underground tunnels and passages. Dimly luminescent fungi speckle every surface. Just when you think you've got the passage figured out, you're lost again. There's slime on the wall here, left by a giant slug. Okay. I think there's either south or north out of here is some other stuff that you can find. Try to navigate the tunnels. Okay, we're in an enormous cavern filled with treasure, which is on the north side of it. Beyond your wildest imaginings, the uneven ground, shifting shadows confound your every step. There's people outside. Leave the treasure room, take as much treasure as you can. You gain so much treasure. Gold, jewels, silver, enough to set you up for a life of luxury you can get if you can get it home safely. I should be able to do. Leave the treasure room. Navigate. No, wait. Leave the treasure room. I navigate the tunnels. I want to navigate to the treasure room. I want to leave. Just find your way to a torchlit corridor with a door and a large tapestry. Okay, so we managed to find our way back. We'll just go ahead and sleep here. West. Leave the cave west. We're gonna head back to town. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, we're back in town. Which do you want to store? Store my treasure. Oh, and we'll find it there. Set up for a life of luxury, assuming you can find enough luxuries to spend it on. Maybe you could retire to the city. You know that merchants there sell all variety of things. Okay, you hear an unearthly cry. Burial mounds. Okay, well, we successfully found a magic ring that made us invisible. We did get to explore the idea of being unnoticeable. We learned magic in one playthrough. Used it to murder all the bandits. Haven't been able to successfully fight, though. I'm still looking for the buried sword. Haven't found that yet, wherever that guy is. He's supposed to be somewhere buried down here. I just have not found him. We might have to do that story again to try and find buried guy. As you can see, my cat's all over me right now. Hi. No, I don't want to leave town. I wanted to ask people things, but it doesn't give me that option. Right, because I'm still wearing the magic ring, yeah. But ask about Capt'n to free. I heard that you rescued Audrey from Goblin prison. Well done, Fenton's so happy to have her back. If you want to explore some more, you could always ask around for random rumors. Or if you just can't wait to meet the magician, you could go to the North Road and wait for them. Who knows what will happen. Bandits are in the Highlands. Let's go see if we can deal with them. We gotta leave town and go south into the Highlands. Put on our ring. If you put on your magic ring, you can see the looks of astonishment on the bandits' faces as you disappear. Keep a tight circle, don't let them escape. They're in here somewhere. The bandits still surround you, but now you're invisible. The leader is starting to move toward the last place he saw you standing. What do? Avoid the leader and wait it out, or try and slip between them. Move just enough to avoid the leader as he investigates, otherwise not even daring to breathe. Nothing here, he reports, waving his knife inches from your face. You stay within the range of bandits, each of them slashing the air with their knife every so often. Eventually they grow uncertain. Do you think maybe it was a spirit, some sort of trick? Maybe. I don't like it. I think we should go. Sounds fine by me. The bandits leave as a group, cautiously guarding against enemies they can't see as they move to ambush somewhere else. Cool. We could follow them. Long time, but eventually you follow the bandits to their next ambush. Pass now. Just pass, see 6 bandits lying in wait, ready to ambush. They carry a knife. They can't see you. What should you do? Take the bandit's knife. Let them go. I need to make camp. My guy is exhausted. Go into the mines. Inside the mines, pitch black. There could be anything. This will be added in a future version. Check back. Okay, so the mines still aren't accessible. On the North Road, when you look horizon a long way near city, you want to make camp here for the next 18 days and wait for the magician to arrive. Yes, let's wait 23 days. Obviously, you can't actually do that, though. I will fight the magician. You would. Don't forget, I'll have the goblins on my side this time. Just imagine the goblins strengthened by my magical powers. Havoc will wreak. Seems like it will be an interesting time in Irontown after all. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not so sure that we will see each other again. Okay. Hey guys. In Tokyo. Yeah. This has been an enjoyable experience playing through this game's current content again. There was quite a bit more to check out this time. They did a lot with the added aesthetics of the nice renders of backgrounds to use for the world. The music throughout was very nice once we lowered the volume down to where there's no static with it. Hopefully, with this feedback, the developer will be able to tweak that and make it so it doesn't have that issue anymore, and I could have the music a little bit louder. But other than that, I enjoy this game. A lot of fun. It's got a lot of elements to it that make things kind of randomized every time you play, but at the same time, as you learn how the stories play out, you can kind of plan around what you want. The only thing I haven't figured out was how to find that buried sword the guy had. I might try again in the future on the next playthrough to specifically hunt down that buried sword. Other than that, we've learned magic, we've killed bandits, we broke into the goblins and stole all their treasure, or stole a lot of treasure. So much treasure, I think is what it was called. Yeah, this game is definitely a lot of fun, guys. It's not something that you could spend a ton of time playing right now, but the developer is constantly adding more content to the game. And if you enjoy text-based adventure games, then certainly pick this one up, add it to your wishlist on Steam, and I hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you again next time on Tokyo. Let's go get something to snack on.